Hello, this is H.C. Bailey, and it looks like I just made it in time for more Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon! Who's saying that? I'm guessing Lavitz said that, or whatever. Or maybe Frugal said it for shooting him with an arrow. Good job, Shauna. For boss time! This time, Frugal is considerably more powerful than before. It's not a terribly difficult fight, but we still want to be careful here. Okay, so first things first, let's make Lavitz into a Dragoon. I want him to eventually get Rose Storm, but actually, at first, I'm just going to use an attack or whatever. See if I can get an addition going correctly here on Rodriguez there. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, almost perfect. That last hit is just so hard to get perfectly. But we still got a little bit of damage. The reason I want to use Rose Storm on his second turn is because, well, while he is a Dragoon, he has enhanced stats, including magic defense, so we really don't need that until he's done with his Dragoon form. So anyway, yeah, you might have noticed I just used that, what was that, the total vanishing on not Frugal. What was that guy's name? Oh, Guptas. There.
Attack!
And he has an attack that can confuse your entire party. And since I don't have panic guards equipped on everyone, that would be a problem. Another way you could deal with it is one thing I was going to perhaps demonstrate was that I could make everyone into Dragoons with the Dragoon special ability there. And that would give us full status immunity. So by the time we ran out of SP, Guptas would probably be dead if I sent everyone to attack him. So if you think Total Vanishing is a little too cheap, or you just don't have one, that's another way of dealing with it. But I wouldn't bring Heschel into the group because, well, he doesn't have a Dragoon spirit. So, yeah, you need to have 3 characters who have their Dragoons. Now, the reason I'm bringing Rose into this fight, I think I might have mentioned it last time, but I need more experience for her, so that way she can learn her next edition before we head to the next dungeon. Heschel's got plenty of additions to work on, so I don't care about him there. But I do want to take out Rodriguez there. You could also use a Total Vanishing on him if you wanted, or if you got Rose up to Dragoon level 3, I forget what her ability is called for that, but it's instant death on minor enemies, not bosses. But apparently Rodriguez and Guptas don't count as bosses. I don't know why, but there it is. Now with Frugal there, once again, I could use magic items against him, like those spinning gales I have left over, but I don't want to do that because, just like before, if you cast magic on him, he'll counter with power up, and that boosts his attack power, physical defense, magic defense, the works. It doesn't boost your speed though, but you still want to be careful there. Now, eventually, once I get enough SP for Lavitz there, I would like him to cast Rose Storm again, but it's not a high priority. Also, if I do his addition correctly again, he'll have exactly 105 SP, but since he has like 5 left over, whenever you transform into a Dragoon, your SP gets truncated to the nearest, rounded down to the nearest 100 SP. So any excess SP you have is wasted there. In this case, it's not really a big deal. But still, you might want to be careful. I would not use my healing breezes here. I think we'll want to save those for the final boss of Disc 1. And... oh, right, I need to use Rose Storm. Or Blossom Storm, whatever. Same difference. Someone was saying, H.C. Bailey, if you mash the X button, it can reduce the time of these spell animations. I've never noticed that. At least to my knowledge, that doesn't seem to work. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe they meant hold down the X button or something. I don't know. I've never heard of any means of reducing the length of spell animations in this game. And the bosses, especially the one at the end of Disc 1, has insanely long spell animations. And the fight can take forever if you're not strong enough. It's not so much that the fight is hard, it just takes forever, and I don't want to have 10 to 15 minute boss fights. That's why I use a lot of the magic items, even though it's reducing potential addition practice. I'm not going to worry about Lavitz's HP there, but once I get Frugal down to critical HP, okay, there he is. Whenever Rose gets her next turn, I will have her use a Spinning Gale on him, because chances are it will probably kill him. And I don't have any other additions to work on. Or, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't have any other additions to work on that I would actually care about. And if he did survive and cast Power Up anyway, which he probably won't. Oh, there we are. I was like, wait a minute, did we not kill him? It's like, how did that not kill him? But yeah, I mean, he doesn't have time to cast Power Up, so he just dies, and that's that. Well, alright, that didn't take too long. Whoa! What's that? Did you rip his heart out or something? Oh. That kind of looks like that thing that the commander used on Shauna at the beginning of the game. I guess to identify her or something? I don't know. See, we can use Dragoon forms outside of battle. Some people were chastising me for that. Whoa. Nuts. It's not so bad. I was wrong. What the? It's like he's got a Kylo Ren lightsaber or something. Holy cow! What, he's alive after that? No pressure or anything, Dart. I mean, people have been putting their hopes in me throughout the game so far. What about all that work I put into your additions? What are you going to do with your stereo? I mean, rest in peace. H.C. Bailey, ruining tender moments in JRPG since 2007. So what was that all about? With the flashy light and everything. Well, let's find out. And hopefully the power won't go out on me in the middle of this whole thing, like the first time I played the game. But alright, we got a new addition there. Awesome. And I think a Hashel gets one too, but they don't show it there for some reason. But anyway, we also win a Gravity Grabber there from Frugal. That's another one of those Tier 3 magic items that you don't need to boost to deal your damage. You definitely want to save that for later. Same thing with the Downburst too. I'm gonna save those until we get to Disc 2. It's not absolutely critical, but it does make a certain boss fight a lot faster, being able to damage all enemies for that much damage. What do you mean? Seriously, I have no idea what Albert's talking about. I mean, Albert doesn't live here? Is he referring to a secret hideaway or a summer cabin or something? I don't know. That line just seemed to kind of come out of nowhere. Maybe they meant to give that line to Dart, saying, I have a safe place to hide here. Why we bothered to come all the way back here, I don't know. I guess maybe it's a little closer to where we were at Helena than Lohan. I think Lohan would still be closer because we don't have to go through a dungeon to get there. Oh, well, you're welcome, even though we didn't really get the job done. Yeah, he died. Well, we can't bring him back from the dead. Now you're just talking crazy, Shauna. He died in a cutscene. You can't use a Phoenix down on him. No, he is dead. Quite dead. D-E-D. Dead. And then he died. Some friends. Oh, yeah, we kick ass and take names. And even he couldn't stand up to Lloyd. Holy cow. Well, I guess he got his wish, getting a fight with Lloyd. Oh, well, you're welcome. What's that? Well, he always did have a temper. You're not going to tell us, are you? Oh, okay, you are. Okay, never mind then. But he wasn't a dragon. Oh. So that's why he one-shot him with it. If only there were an item that would make us immune to that sort of thing, even though we were in Dragoon form. But yeah, what was going on there with, Lloyd and all that? Something with a moon gem? Have we heard about that before? I don't think we have. I forget. There's so many NPCs to talk to. They all get jumbled in my memory. Yeah, we're just gonna hide out in this basement forever. Until the war is over. Well, it's pretty much over anyway. Yeah, you've been doing it for 20 years. What's another week or two? Yeah, we have to get revenge! What is it with Lloyd anyway? What do you mean about Shauna? Well, we could go to kill the bad guys. We've usually done a pretty good job of that. At least when they don't run away. Yeah, what are you doing here anyway? I mean, okay, you found out about Dart. You don't have a stake in this. Isn't Basil already finished? I mean, they kind of captured the capital. Ah, okay. Well, thanks, I guess. Yeah, what's going on? How important could it possibly be? You are going to tell us, aren't you? Why did they fade to black like that? We were already here. Oh yeah, those, well, angel guys, whatever. Ah, well, we got magic too, with dragoons and all that. Oh, but we don't know how to use it, do we? Nuts. So, what does it do? Oh, well, if you remember, there was that tactician guy in black who was telling us, hey, you shouldn't be in Albert's room, or whatever. That was him. At least I'm pretty sure it's him. He had the same outfit. Nuts. So, they planted a spy in your, I don't know. Well, they planted an advisor just to give you bad advice on the war? How did he gain your trust then? Aren't we already there? Oh. Yeah, I suppose. You kind of need him in order to, I don't know, sign the treaty or surrender or something. Oh, yeah, that would be a problem. Well, we seem to be doing pretty good, except Lavitz. But yeah, if you can't tell, yeah, Lavitz passed on his Dragoon stuff to Albert there. Couldn't you have, I don't know, handed it over to Haschel? He's a much better character. Well, yeah, hasn't that been the deal since day one? Plotting to murder the most powerful man in the country is well, yeah, I suppose it would be a daring strategy. I wouldn't think that's a strategy, though. That's an objective. But whatever, I don't know that much about war tactics or anything like that. Well, yeah, you got the speed, Haschel, that's for sure. Yeah, so that means you have access to all the additions that he did. Yeah, he does. Everything that you did with Lavitz carries over to Albert. He's basically identical to him. The only difference that I have noticed between the two, though, besides their portrait, is that... Yeah, let's bring in Haschel. The timing for some of Albert's additions are a little different than Lavitz, especially for Rod Typhoon. It is immensely easier, at least to me, to perform Rod Typhoon with Albert than Lavitz. Unfortunately, Albert, Lavitz, they've outlived their usefulness, and I'm pretty much not going to use them ever again, really. Well, there is one fight where I probably need to use them, but other than that... Well, it looks like he got what he wanted. Isn't he in charge? He's the Emperor. Don't you already, pretty much? What do you mean by that? Yeah, we've still got 3 more discs after this. Well, we'll do the best we can. What is with all those glowy light things anyway? Somebody stop me! Well, you seem pretty desperate for power, even though you pretty much have all of it, but anyway, yeah, now we're back at Sallet's here, so we gotta go through the forest again to get to the Black Castle, which is way at the bottom of the map there, where we couldn't go before. So I'm gonna take care of backtracking off screen. I'll be back at Lohan eventually there. Can I get out of here? Thank you. Let's see what we got here as far as all of our party members go. Let's see. Okay, so basically I'm gonna be using... I want Rose in the 2nd position. It's just my OCD bothering me. But anyway, okay, so we got that. Okay, so where are you? Albert! Strip him naked. No, but I do want to get rid of the bandit ring on him. Let's see, Dart, how are you doing? You are not too far away. Oh, I left you on Burning Rush. I thought I meant to put you on Volcano. Well, yeah, there it is. I'll leave him on Burning Rush, though, because I can still generate more XP, which is good for gaining Dragoon levels. So I might as well leave him there until I learn his next edition, which is at level 15 there. Okay, so Dart, let's see, I want to put you on the War God's amulet there. I think everything else is pretty straightforward. Let's see, Rose, I also want to put you on one of those. And let's see, Hashel, I'm going to put you on the Bandit's ring there. And I think everything else is good to go. Yeah, we're all set and ready to go there. Let's check out the additions for the others, though. Let's see, Rose, we got More and More. That's a very nice addition there. And Flurry of Sticks, or something or other. So, alright, we got all that taken care of. Once I'm done with Double Punch, then, I'll move on to Flurry of Sticks. But can we find a way to infiltrate the Black Castle Kazas? Find out next time on Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon! This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!